Today we will understand the triangle law of forces, which is one of the graphical methods to find the resultant force. Firstly, we'll see the statement and the formulas, and then after we'll see the application of this triangle law of forces with the help of an example. The statement is, if two forces acting at a point be represented in magnitude and direction by two sides of a triangle taken in order, the resultant may be represented in magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle, which is taken in opposite order. Let's just understand this. Here, two forces P and Q are acting simultaneously on a particle at a point O. We can represent both of these forces as two sides of a triangle. Like we'll take the first one, which is the first side, as P, and then we'll connect it with the second side where we'll show our force Q. And then this will be the resultant, which is represented by R. The angle between P and R will be alpha. The angle between P and Q is theta. And here inside, the angle that will be formed, we'll call it as beta. Now we'll use the cosine formula. By using the cosine formula, we'll find the resultant, which we have represented by R. Let's just label this as B. And here we'll write it as A. So as per the cosine formula, it will be OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square minus 2 into OA into AB into cos beta. This is known as the cosine formula for triangle. Now here our beta will be 180 degree minus theta, because this whole angle is 180 degree. So it will be beta will be equal to 180 degree minus theta. Here the side OA is equal to P, AB is equal to Q, and OB is equal to R. From this, we'll just replace the values, which is R square is equal to P square plus Q square minus 2PQ cos beta. Therefore, we'll get R square is equal to under root of P square plus Q square minus 2PQ cos beta. And then we'll find the direction of the resultant, for which we'll use the sine rule. So the direction of the resultant, we'll find it by sine rule. As per the sine rule, it will be OB divided by the opposite angle. So for OB, the opposite angle is beta, which is OB upon sine beta is equal to AB divided by the opposite angle, sine of the opposite angle. So it will be sine alpha. Now we'll just do cross multiplication. Firstly, we'll just write this OB is equal to R and AB is equal to Q. Then R into sine alpha is equal to Q into sine beta. And as we want sine alpha, we'll write it as sine alpha is equal to Q sine beta upon R. So alpha will be equal to sine inverse Q by R sine beta. So here the two forces P and Q were acting simultaneously at the point O. We took it as the two sides of the triangle in an order, and then from that we got a resultant, which we represented in the magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle. So this is the triangle law of forces, and we have got a resultant and direction of the resultant. Now let's just see this example. Two tensile forces of 20 kN and 30 kN are acting at a point with an angle of 60 degree between them. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant force. Here let's just take the force P equal to 20 kN and the force Q equal to 30 kN. Now the angle between P and Q is given to us as 60 degree, which means theta is given to us as 60 degree. And beta will be equal to 180 degree minus theta, which is 180 minus 60. So beta will be equal to 120 degree. Let's just represent this in the diagram format. We'll draw two forces P and Q, which will be acting at a point O, and the angle between the two forces P and Q will be theta. Then we'll represent the forces P and Q as two sides of the triangle taken in order. Here the angle will be theta, and inside the angle will be beta. And now we'll just draw our resultant force, which will be the third side of the triangle. Here it will be A, and up it will be B. We have the formula, which is R is equal to under root of P square plus Q square minus 2PQ cos beta. We'll just place the values in this formula. So it will be under root of 20 square plus 30 square minus 2 into 20 into 30 into cos 120. On solving this, we get R is equal to under root of 1900. Under root of 1900 is equal to 43.58 kilonewton. So we have got our resultant force. Now we'll just find the direction of the resultant force. For that we already saw the formula, which is by using the sine rule, R upon sine beta is equal to Q upon sine alpha. Here AB is equal to Q, and Q we have the value as 30 kilonewton, and OB is equal to R. We have the value of R, which is 43.58 divided by sine beta, which is sine 120, is equal to 30 upon sine alpha. Multiplying sine alpha with 43.58, and here it will be equal to 30 into sine 120. So sine alpha will be equal to 0.596. Alpha will be equal to sine inverse of 0.596. So we'll get alpha equal to 36.58 degree. The triangle law of forces is very simple and easy to understand. You just need to remember the statement that two forces are acting at a point and we are representing it in magnitude and direction by two sides of a triangle which we take in order, and the resultant is represented in the magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle taken in opposite order. And just remember the formula to find the resultant and the direction of the resultant. Thank you.